YouTube, what's going on today? I have a great video for you. I'm going to break down 5 ways to become a better Resurgence ranked player. With it dropping today, it's going to be crazy. You're going to want to need to know these 5 things. Now let's go through them. So first, we're going to talk about your loadout. With loadouts dropping and all that, you want to make sure that you have your SMG as your first gun. This way, if it's hot or it's chaotic, you really need to make sure that you're ready to fight. So having your SMG as your first weapon is always key. With a few nerfs and buffs today, the HRM9 is still very, very viable, and this is a loadout that I'm running for it. So you're going to want to help with that recoil control, the mobility with this barrel and this underbarrel, and then also the 50-round drum to fight multiple enemies at once, and also this light stock to help you move around the map very quickly. With the Ram 7 being nerfed today, it is still very, very viable. So what you want to run is this compensator right here to help with that recoil control, this long barrel to help with that bullet velocity, the heavy support grip to help with that recoil control as well, the 60-round drum, of course, and then the HVS pad to also cut down on that recoil control. Here are some other loadouts that I have here for you, which is the Wasp 9 that got a buff today for ADS speed. So here's the loadout here. And then also the Poly is still very, very good and a viable gun to use. Another gun that got a buff today is this sniper rifle, the XRK Stalker, and it is a one-shot between 50 meters, and it might be able to be extended if you're able to put maybe a barrel on it or a suppressor to help with that damage range. But I don't think it will be a one-shot in ranked, but if you're just a normal Resurgence player, this is going to be a new sniper that you're going to want to use. And from what I'm hearing, all the tweets, all the X's, all that kind of stuff, they're saying this is a new Car 98. Next thing to talk about are perks. So one thing for sure is the perks that you run are very, very important. What I like to run right now is the sleight of hand perk, which helps you with that reload speed. Mountaineer, which helps you jump off of buildings at high distances. So if you jump off of a roof, high likelihood you'll be able to survive and not have to pull a shoot. And this will help with escapability or also chasing if you need to, if you get somebody very weak. And it's a very, very goated perk. I haven't tried it yet in Fortune's Keep, but I'm sure there's a lot of places where this is very, very viable. Quick Fix also got a buff today where you're able to start healing as soon as you start plating, and also when you get that kill. So if you're fighting multiple enemies, you're able to escape once you get that quick fix to kick in. Then also, obviously, you can run this flex perk, which helps with that noise cancellation, so you're able to hear things a lot better and run around the map freely without running into claymores and stuff like that. But if you don't really like the flex perk, or you think the audio is fine, which I don't think it is yet, high alert is also a good option. So the next thing I want to break down is movement and rotation around the map. So right here in this 44 kill game that I also have posted on my YouTube, and I'll link in the description below, I have I'm about to get some kills here, and you see how I rotate. I get the down here and I immediately rotate. I see on my mini map where the pings are, because you get that in Resurgence, and I know that they have no idea where I am. So I just keep my eyes open and see where they are. Get a quick down there, see them up top, get the squad wipe. Very easy, very simple. It's just something to keep in mind, is always rotating when you get that kill, because you want to be sure that they have no idea and you're on the offensive. Another thing about map rotation and knowing where you are along the map is being able to hold certain players. On this map, I'm very fortunate to be holding a large amount of players on this rotation of the zone. And as you'll see here, I will be downing a lot of people and just being able to feed those kills, because I am able to hold them as the zone is pushing in. So watch here closely how I'll be able to get a lot of people falling in, and you see the pings on the mini map, how many people are just flying in, and it's just such free and easy kills. So always keeping an eye on where you're rotating along the map and where you want to be, so that you're able to survive and be at a high point. Always height is key as well, so having the high ground is very, very important, and not being able to be flanked, and also being aware of your surroundings. And this is one thing that is very, very important, is being able to know where you are on the map, making sure that you're not being held and you're able to hold the opposition so that they aren't able to get free rotations. Here we are again breaking down this clip, and also a good thing to know is not to chase your fools. So there's going to be a few downs that I get here, and I'm not going to leave my high ground to chase these fulls, because if you do try and get the full kill, you won't be able to get as many kills as I am getting right here. And with this, it's just not a smart suggestion for me, because it increases the liability of running into their teammate or teammates that are healing, rezzing, whatever, or just being prepared for them to push into you or for you to push into them. And it can just be very, very costly to you unless you absolutely know that you're going to be able to. So you'll see here that I'm going to get some 2 quick downs. I know where multiple people are, so I get a down here and then I'm able to get a second down. So I'm like, okay, this is trios. I know that I have at least 2 people down, so I'm going to get these fools. And I do, and I can see where the pings are, and there's still a lot of people around me, but I know that for right now I am very safe. Another thing that I want to talk about is pinging, live pinging people while you're aimed down sight. So this helps a lot with tracking and when there's poor visibility on the map. So let's go back to my first clip right here. So right here, using the pings, I'm able to track this next player. So you'll see here that I get this live ping on him. I can hardly see him, even it's hard to see for you guys. Even for me, it is very hard to see, but getting that live ping on the player, knowing exactly where he is, helps me center and get that full kill. So again, you'll see another clip where I'm going to see somebody through the tree and get the live ping, and I'm able to get that down. It's very, very important with the poor visibility and the fog that happens with this map that you're able to ping people and be able to know exactly where they are. So that's the 5 ways to become a better ranked player. I appreciate any like and subscribe for this video. If you find it informational or if you have any other questions, please feel free to comment. Again, this is very, very important stuff. I would love to break it down further, but this is just a quick little intro and something to put out there so that you can be ready for Resurgence Ranked when it drops today. So I would say go out there, have fun, and get those kills, and just be aware of your surroundings is the most things, and obviously setting yourself up for success. But just thinking a little bit, and not just always going balls to the wall, but it's just something to keep in mind. So again, you want to have the right loadout, the right perks. Don't always chase your fools. Get the pings, and also know how to hold and rotate along the map, because obviously zone will not always be in your favor. So being able to rotate correctly and safely is very, very important.